Okay. In this video, I will show you how to use Qualcomm device to make a testing. It's a simple, short reduction of testing features. And basically, we can use the we have uh, predefined test settings to we can clear it. And you can see the device window is configured and the test script is also configured as well. And we can also add it from here. Can make a device, and this is mm, the window where we can add the devices. We can add a device. You can see there is a multiple of device ports from here, and you can see a Qualcomm, Huawei HiSilicon Sunset X nodes, and even MediaTek devices. And that's all we can support right now. Uh, Here we can add GPS as well. External. It's external. It's kind of some kind of there is a antenna with a GPS. When why we have this? If you are testing in a high speed vehicles or high cyber train, the speed is very fast and the device GPS is not available during the moving. So we need external GPS. It will it's very special. It can retrieve mm, the position from the track. So that's why we need it. Generally, we can use the device GPS. Right now we are always use the how to say the Android devices. They can position during the moving status. Okay. Here we can add the device. We are using Qualcomm device for the demo. Here we can connect. It's right now connect to the device through the USB, and we can say it's the information of the device. It's a Xiaomi device of Qualcomm powered, and it's connected to a laptop through uh, the USB. Uh, and from here we can add the Qualcomm device. Okay. And you can say there is some options we need to complete. First, the deck port, second, the deck port, and a command port is also here. You already here. We need to know what is this. Firstly, we can go to the device manager, or Windows device manager. You can see there is a modem and a port, COM port or LTPD port. Here, all of the modern port are and the COM port. They are using something protocol like serial communications. So, if we can say there is three ports of this device, MDM, SM, or modem. And we say that one. Okay, what is the here, and also is the here. For some device, we need a second DAC port as well. It's mainly used on some old devices. For example, the Qualcomm X50 is using a second DAC port. But right now, this the device we are demo. That means we don't need this port. So uh, um, we can config. Uh, from this one, we can say there is three ports: the MSM, MDM, and modem. And generally, we use the MSM and instead of MDM because it's used by SM. And 80 port, we can use the modern port. DAG port is mainly to retrieve the DAG messages from this port, uh, such as all of the information as we showed before. We can they are from this port. This the this is critical for the AirScreen. So a network signal group. That port is outputting the DAG message for the network engineering. So 80 port is something like a command, 80 command. Uh, uh, Many we use is as a modem. For Qualcomm, we use a modem. For something we use something Exynos, we use a modem as well. So that's the device device configuration. Here we have one more thing to I have to point out is mm, the port COM port. In this configuration, we can say is there is two ports, one COM port, two another is 80 port. They are different. One is COM 41, another is 42. So if you configure 42 or just like this, so you have two different port to one only one 41. So mm, uh, in the how to say is in the COM port protocol is not allowed. So why I'm pointing this out is because in our among our users they are always doing like this way. So this is not right. We have to configure COM port to a different port. They cannot be same. They cannot be same because if in one application is using 41, no other can use this port anymore until the connection is broken. So the COM port is exclusive during the connections. One port, one connection. So that's the basic concept of the COM port communication. Here, one more thing we have to point out is here. When we configure this, we can say that the connection is already active, and we can say AirScreen allowed us to install an AirScreen assistant. AirScreen assistant is mm, a very important uh, uh, to get more information. AirScreen is an Android app to run in the device. Here, okay. From I can say no AirScreen assistant is installed, and we can you can install. Okay, from the screen we can see the install. Okay, I can say it's from AirScreen window it shows it's installed. And from the device screen, we need to set the access to AirScreen to assistant, AS assistant. So we need to enable enable the position. Okay, right now the AirScreen Assistant, this app will use as a GPS provider as the AirScreen. If the AS Assistant get the GPS, they will transfer to AirScreen because they're connected by the USB. They can communicate through the ADB interface. So that's the working scheme of the AS Assistant. Meanwhile, AS Assistant can work as some data provider. If AirScreen want to test FTP, and it will send a command to the assistant, and assistant will execute the command from Android devices. So that's another scheme of the AS assistant. So that's where we pay some time to this app. Okay, we can now connect. It's ready. We can connect. Okay, from the L screen assistant, we can say uh, the status is changed, and you can say that it's connected to L screen, and the location is already available now. So right now we can go to the S screen, and we can say the message is already there, and you can say the information is uh, is ongoing, and we can check to another. Okay, you can say all of the information is now available from the screen, the main screen, and we can. And this is a message window, and we can make it more message. Toggle the airplane mode. Okay, so a lot of, because the network status is changed, and we can say a lot of information is available, and the testing is ongoing, and the logging is already ongoing as well. And from the here you can say a lot of you can also save the current testing into a log file, and you can run a testing. Run a testing script. We will introduce how to use it in the future. Here we want to do another show another feature is the lock screen. Lock free is worth view. And you can say the message is on uh, showing, and they are changing time to time. And here you can say the message is scrolling. Okay, you can say you can when you move, and it will scroll the last one. But if we do this, if we remove this, scroll this, and you can say it's not adding new messages, and then the scroll bar is not scrolling, but you will unlock. Okay, it will move here. Okay, you can also say here there is a single locker for different windows. So this is also a valid for this. Okay, when we lock this, all of these message windows are not changing anymore, and then we can scroll it. We can even move it. It's not changing. It's not changing while the testing is ongoing. But we unlock this, okay, they will change in the real time. So that's a very important feature for this. Okay, We can also make a manual testing for the for this uh, device. Here we can we can make a call. Okay, the call is ongoing and the message is scrolling. Okay, and then we can disconnect the call, and the message is the call is, is ended. Okay, the call is completed. The even shows. Okay, that's the testing, and here we can say save the log file uh, to the disk. Here I will point out point is one point is the scheme of the log. Here is if we save the log current testing to a new log, and you can say this action will save to log and begin a new test. When AirScreen connect to a device, it will be testing. It will be collecting information. And we just save it to all of the previous information into a new log. And then AirScreen will begin a new test. That's the scheme of the login file. Okay, so we can do to save it as a new log file demo. Okay, you can say the testing is cleared and a new testing starts. So that's the scheme we can get. So it's very important for us to know it, and we can close this testing and to know the log file. Okay, okay. We can discard the data testing and we can open the log file. This is the log file we have, and we can load it, and we can say it's almost same as we previous get. Okay, that's the log file we have got, and there is also some shortcut for the testings, such as connect with F5. It's very convenient for the during the auto testings. It's quite uh, convenient. If you can connect, just press F5. It's a shortcut, and we can have a lot of other shortcut case for the operations. You can refer from to the such as this. Okay, that's a simple introduction of testing. Mm, if you have more questions, you can refer to our menus. Thanks.